Hello everyone, welcome to Winged Paper Crafting. My name is Angel Fitch. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad you've all decided to join me today. And welcome to Fun Fold Friday. So today we're going to make a card using the Fun Fold template that we made on Tuesday during Template Tuesday. So this is a pretty easy one. And a couple pieces of pattern paper and some cardstock, and that's about all there is to it. So let's get started. And while I'm getting this stuff out here and set up, if I could ask you, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. I would love to have you, and I'm really trying to grow this channel, and I can't do that without you. So join us. So I've got a card base here that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it's just single. This part doesn't open up, so it's just flat. And then we've got, that is Pretty Peacock, and then we've got a piece of Lost Lagoon that is 4 by 5 1/4, and that's going to be our first layer on our card. So let's get that down here. Let me find the glue that actually has some in it. Okay, so we're just going to put a little bit of glue on this, and we're going to center it up on our base here. So just kind of like that. We'll give that a nice press. Next layer is going to be a couple pieces of pattern paper. So this is going to be our first one. This is from that Nature Walk pattern paper. This piece is 3 3/4 by 3, and that's going to go at the top, and then we have another piece that's 3 3/4 by 2 that we're going to put at the bottom. So let's once again glue this up, as I call it, and we'll kind of lay that one down right there. And let's see, I'm going to put this way. We're going to lay this one down here. And so what we're looking for is even edges, left, right, top, bottom, as close as we can. Alright, so just like that. Now, our next layer is going to be another piece of Lost Lagoon. This is 3 by 8 scored at 4. And this is going to be our little piece here that opens up. So let's go ahead and give this a good burnish with our bone folder so we can ensure that it lays as flat as we can get it. Next piece that we're going to put on the outside is a piece of basic white, and this is, let's see, this one is the 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and on that we're going to put another piece of this same pattern paper that we used down here. This is 2 1/2 by 3 1/2, and we're going to put that right there. So let's go ahead and get that on here. So this we can center up just like this. Looks pretty good. Okay, then this is going to go on the top of our piece of cardstock here. So we'll go ahead with this one, a little bit of glue, and I'm just going to center this up now on the front of this. So that looks pretty good like that. We'll push that down. Okay, I've got a piece of basic white for the inside that is 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. So we're going to stamp on that before we put it in there. And I've got a set of these leaves that I cut from the Pretty Peacock paper that we're going to put on the very top. So it's going to go here. Another little piece of basic white that's 3 3/4 by 3. We're going to stamp and then trim that down. So I'll show you that here in a second. So let's go ahead and do our stamping, and then we'll get the rest of this put together. So we are going to stamp in Pretty Peacock from the stamp set that came with this kit, which is Nature's Symphony, we are going to do I Like You Lots on the front and You Make Me Smile on the inside. So let's get that. So here's our I Like You Lots stamp. So let me ink that up. We're going to stamp that in the middle of this little piece here. So let's get some ink on that. And let me just wipe the edge of this off because I don't like it when we get ink on the block, if I can help it. Okay, let me make sure I've got this. Okay. Alright, let's lay this right here. And I'll put that down right in the middle there. We'll give that a couple of seconds. There we go, perfect. Alright, we'll move that to the side. And then our You Make Me Smile for the inside. And we'll ink this up. And once again, I don't know why I end up with ink all over this block. It's this ink. It must be just because it's so juicy. Okay, so let's try this. And we're going to line this up, and we're just going to put this right up here at the top. We'll give that a couple of seconds. Perfect. Okay, let me put the ink away. And we might actually get through this with no ink disasters. Looks pretty good. Alright, so this is going to go on the inside of our little flap piece here. So we're going to put that right in here. And I'm just going to center that. Just kind of something like that. Okay, now this piece now we're going to take and we're going to put this whole, okay, a little bit more glue in this one. We're going to set our whole piece down here centered up in the middle. So just like this. Looks pretty good. Let's see what I've got on here. A little sticky of something. Let me see if I can get that off. Looks like the back of a, looks like a glue dot. Let me use my rubber eraser here and see if I can get that to come off of there. If not, it's going to get covered up with our leafy bit, so we're just going to leave that. Okay, so we're going to take this now, and we're going to put it kind of like right there. So, what I did when I made the examples, and make sure I got the right side here, I just put, if I can get the glue open now, the tiniest bit on each leaf. So not a whole lot, just a couple of dots. Just making sure that I did kind of hit each leaf. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to lay it down here. Now what you have to be careful is that if you get this top leaf up here too far, when you open this, it'll crease that leaf. So you need to make sure that you're still on the little piece with that very upper leaf. And the rest of this you can kind of, you know, finagle around as you see fit. And then this little piece down here at the bottom, the stem, we're just going to trim that right off of there. So just like that. Okay, just making sure that these are all pushed down. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, on our piece that we stamped on here, I'm going to take this And I'm just going to do an angle cut like that. And then on this side, I'm going to do the same. Okay, so we've got that. And then I'm going to take some dimensionals and I'm going to pop this up on about 3 of them. Like that. And see if I can pick this up and get these off of here. One more. Okay, now I'm going to take this and just center it. I don't know. You can center it if you want. Just kind of right here. Looks pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to need some bling. So I've got some of these iridescent foil gems. And we are going to use these. So we're going to take one right there. And let's do a little one here. And another little one right down here. And there is our I Like You Lots card. Okay, so let's look at the others that I put together. So they're all basically the same. I just used other pattern paper out of that same pattern paper pack. So this one's done in crumb cake and pecan pie. And we stamped in pecan pie for this one. And then got one here that is Old Olive and Secret Sea for this one. And then last but not least, I've got this one. It's Mossy Meadow and Basic Beige, and a little bit of Very Vanilla thrown in there for good measure. Alright, so here are the ones that we made today. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and ring that bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. And I will see you over the weekend for some paper pumpkin. So I will see you then. Have a crafty evening. Bye.